Right. Back. Let me continue. Furthermore, Arthur Zwane. So look, this is what I wanted to say, right? With regards to Arthur Zwane. Him being the sole head coach now of Amazulu, it does actually grant him an opportunity, as a huge opportunity for him to actually prove that he's got great coaching credentials. Okay, remember, this is the same person that has got a UEFA A license. You know what I'm saying? So that is like one of the highest qualifications in terms of like football coaching is concerned, right? So we do remember that Coach Arthur Zwane was, the head coach of Kaizer Chiefs not so long ago, right? And things didn't go according to plan. Even though at the beginning of his tenure, there was some sort of promise. He helped Kaizer Chiefs actually make it to the CAF Champions League final, where they were destroyed by Al Ahly. But that was not his fault. It was just the interference of Stuart Baxter, which was a disaster on its own. Them bringing back Stuart Baxter was a disaster on its own. Okay? And he even at least helped, steer the ship. He helped actually, put some stability in place. Because remember that particular season, the 2020-2021 season was a very dreadful season for Kaizer Chiefs, including the 2021 and the 2022 season. Kaizer Chiefs had back-to-back dreadful seasons. And no Coach Arthur, when he was given a chance in those particular seasons, he actually showed us what he can actually do. He gave so many youngsters an opportunity. Like we saw Nkosi Philile Ngcobo emerge. We saw the likes of Mdusha Balala emerge. We saw the likes of Sabelo Hatebe emerge. We saw the likes of Samkelo Zwane emerge. We saw a lot of players, that you guys even like now, okay? And during that time, the fact that Kaizer Chiefs had a dreadful season in both of those seasons, and they were still able to finish in the top 8, says a lot that, look, Coach Arthur had so much potential. But when he was actually given the full ascendancy of saying, you know what, now it's your turn, take over, steer the ship forward, he wasn't able to do that. And I guess it's based on two things, okay? Maybe he was not allowed to sign the quality of the players that could fit in his system. And secondly, is the pressure. The pressure. Right? And also thirdly, let me just say this, lack of experience. Because remember before, once you coach a big club like Kaizer Chiefs, bro, you need to have some coaching credentials. You coaching at a junior level, at a DTC level, I don't really think that's actually enough. That is actually a valid reason to actually prompt you to ascend in the hot seat at the Glamour Boys. And this is the same that goes for Orlando Pirates as well as Mamelodi Sundowns. Because you need to have great coaching credentials. You being a legend at the club, I don't really think that's a valid reason enough for you to actually be the coach of those particular clubs. It's the same thing as saying, okay, at Orlando Pirates, Utugu Makanya, yes, he has produced great youngsters. He's now the coach of the DDC team. That's now enough for him to actually coach Orlando Pirates. Nah, fam. He needs to go get experience in terms of coaching, big clubs, professional clubs. Okay, not big clubs, but I'm saying professional clubs, so that he can actually up his game, up his CV. You know what I'm saying? So that now when in future consideration, he can actually be amongst top candidates. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So like, look, also let's go back to what happened to Xavi. Coach Arthur, no Coach Xavi, they faced the same problem. Coach Xavi, a Barca legend. He has served the club for many years as a player. He won so many trophies. I mean, who will ever forget that midfield trio with him, Iniesta and Busquets? Who will ever forget that? No one. But look, he didn't have much coaching experience. He only coached in Qatar. And I mean, coaching in Qatar, bro, who considers Qatar as a high league, a top league? No one does, okay? So him being a legend as a player, you can't say that he was good enough at that time to actually coach FC Barcelona. But he was given a chance. Yes, at least he helped Barcelona win La Liga. Okay? That is one thing we can actually give him credit for. He helped Barcelona win La Liga. However, he was exposed in his second season. He was exposed in his second full season as the Barcelona head coach. Barcelona were dreadful. As to how they even finished second place, as to how they were even able to make it to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League, it's still beyond me. But I guess, when you have like the quality of the players, you've got you still have Lewandowski, Rafinha was still getting in his groove. You had Lamine Yamal, who was emerging, who also played a very crucial role during that time. You had Pau Kubasi, who was also emerging. You still had the experience of Busquets, that was actually very pivotal. But now his absence actually killed so much. It killed the team because they were struggling to actually find a replacement. You decided to sign Oriol Romeo. No, you know what I'm saying. So hopefully, with Coach Arthur, back to him, this will help him actually get so much experience. And perhaps in future, I hope he does well at Amazulu, so that, like, look, maybe a return to Naturena could be on the cards if he does well with Amazulu as the sole head coach. You know what I'm saying?